Skyscrapers, I love them, and Nashville builds a lot of them. So many that we're constantly watching, tracking, and making videos about our ever-changing skyline. But today's video, this one's different, because I'd bet you've never seen anything like this before. Cue the music in the background, the surprise music. Today, we're talking and counting down 5 Nashville skyscrapers that were planned but never built. So let's talk about it. Coming in at number 5, Sheet Music by Tony Giarratana. He is the Nashville skyline. He shaped it more than anybody else out there. Back in 2013, he unveiled plans for this 41-story commercial tower at 200 4th Avenue South. A unique, awesome design, curved, flowing structure, most of the curve fronting 4th Avenue South, but it never got off the ground. Instead, he pivoted, scaled down, and eventually sold the land to another group who built what we now know as Bridgestone Tower. 30 stories, over 500,000 square feet, and it recently sold to a local private REIT company for $255 million. Number 4 on our list, and my personal favorite, of all the ones that didn't get built, this is it, Buckingham Gulch Residential. It was beautiful, genuinely stunning design. It was planned for a small triangular lot right across from the Adelicia in the Gulch, 712th Avenue South, 38 stories, 450 feet tall, 345 residential units, plus 10,000 square feet of office space. And like I said, that design, truly superb. But it never happened. They planned for a couple years, they couldn't get it off the ground, and ultimately it was canceled, and it's still a surface lot today. But eventually, somebody is going to build on it because it is prime real estate. Number 3 on our list, the West End Summit. Now, if you've been in Nashville for a while, you probably remember this one. Do you remember driving down Broadway years ago, right where it splits into West End? There used to be this massive, and I mean massive, hole in the ground. You see, back in 2005, local developer Alex Palmer had planned a big project on this site. He was going to have 2 different 20-story towers each. One hotel and Intercontinental, and 1 office space for a local group like HCA or Sarah Cannon. Eventually, they did sign HCA, but year after year, after excavating the site, after digging down, after clearing everything, it would fill with water time and time again. Eventually, locals came to know it as Lake Palmer, and even on Google Maps, someone labeled that as well. The deal somewhat fell apart, and eventually by 2018, it was sold to Props Development for $36.5 million, and today, that is where Broadwest stands. Now we're down to number 2 on our list. This is the craziest one of all of them. This is the wildest one. It was called Strings. I don't even know where it was supposed to be because it was that not serious. 32 stories tall, designed to look like a guitar, literally. 300,000 square feet, a 4-story pedestal that's set on, condos, 20 condos at the top, 5 restaurants inside. It leaned so hard into the Music City theme, but it never had a chance. They put out a crude rendering, which never happened, but one eventually was built, though just not here, at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel down in Florida. They built a guitar-shaped hotel. It looks awesome. So when you see it, imagine what could have been here in Nashville. All right, so here we go. You've stuck with the video this long. You've heard numbers 5 through 2. Quick recap. Number 5, Tony Giarratana's Sheet Music. Number 4, Buckingham Gulch. Number 3, Alex Palmer's West End Summit. And number 2, the Crazy Strings Hotel design. And number 1, you already know what I'm going to say. If you've been following Nashville development, it was called the Signature Tower, or as locals called it, Siggy. This was Tony Giarratana's most ambitious project yet. Back in 2007, the rendering came out. 70 stories, 1,030 feet tall. At the time, would have been the tallest building in all of America outside of Chicago or New York, eclipsing the Bank of America building in Atlanta by 7 feet. It was going to have 400 condos, office space, a Kimpton hotel. It was going to shine, with those condos being at least 1,500 square feet on the whole. But then, my friends, the financial crisis happened. 2007 turned into 2008. Tony eventually pivoted and went from 400 condos to 200 condos and grew those units from 1,500 square feet to 3,500 square feet. They scaled it back to 50 stories, 800 feet, which would still have been crazy, trying to make it work. But it truly was not enough. They couldn't get off the ground. And unfortunately, by 2009, it was declared dead. But no worries, my friend, because that same site, Tony eventually went back and built the 505 at 515 Church Street, 45 stories, his tallest building, which then led to his swan song, what's probably a swan song, 1010 Church Street. the 60-story, 750-foot tall building that is going on now. So as we wrap up, a little bit of fun facts about me. When I was a kid, I wanted to be an architect. There was a time where I wanted to be an architect, design skyscrapers. I grew up in Charlotte, North Carolina, and would love to watch big bank buildings coming out of the ground. But instead of becoming one, I married one. I got into brokerage, I got into real estate. Honestly, the better move for me. I enjoy people, I enjoy sales. I enjoy getting out there and doing it. But I've always loved this stuff because skyscrapers, they're more than buildings. They're symbols of success, of growth, of a city on the rise. In Nashville, we've been so lucky to see so many rising for so long. So if you're interested in buying a condo in downtown, in the Four Seasons, in the Viridian, if you want a house, single family home out in the suburbs, wherever you're looking, call me. We're never too busy for you. As always, think Nashville, think Brad. And P.S. Tony, if I ever win that lottery someday, I'm calling you to build Signature Tower. It'll be the Tony Giarratana, Brad Reynolds signature building. See you soon. Cheers.